All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back to... Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the weekly reaction to Unordinary and Jungle Juice. Thankfully, my mic is still, looks like it's still functioning. Looks like we are still good to go. Yeah, did not mean to punch that. Welcome, Miriam. Good to see you. So, we got episode 366 of Unordinary today. So yeah, last time on Unordinary, we got Blight. I mean, technically it happened, but I kind of don't want to say that we got it because we kind of skipped past it, strangely enough. But last time on Unordinary, Blake went to talk to Remy and Ison. And Remy was like, "Oh, hey, like, what's like?" They were checking out a book or something. Blake saw them and like freaked out and like fell to the floor, and like they took note of that. They went to check up on him. He like slapped him away, like, "Get away from me!" Like, and Remy was like, yes. Also, yes, Miriam. So, guys, let's get a happy birthday in the chat for John. Actually, hold up. Let's get a happy birthday in the chat for John because he definitely deserves it. Here we go. This is what I wanted. But yeah, so Blake was freaking out, and Remy and Ison took note of that, and they were like, and he was like, and so he was just like, okay, like I can't hide this from them. Yeah, so this is what's up. And so he told them what like he went through with the Bureau and how he was treated by like Keon and stuff. Remy, taking note of that, was like, oh crap. And so they like kind of like looked after him for a bit. Remy like apologized that like they kind of left him alone and that he had to like go through everything. He had to go through everything like by himself. And so Remy, being the good friend that she was, like, you know, they kind of like looked after him and like tucked him into bed and everything. And so from there, he went to bed. And also, yeah, we're gonna add this real quick because happy birthday to our number one boy, to the number one boy in the series. We will put him right here. Happy birthday, John. You deserved it, buddy. So yeah, so what's up? What is up? Solo, welcome. So yeah, in the morning though, Remy was kind of like we need to show them that they're not gonna get away with this. In the morning, John and Sarah were heading out, and like everyone was kind of like checking up, like you guys good? Like you guys sure you got everything? And they were like, yeah, we gotta head back. And even Blake checked up on John. He's like, hey, John, welcome fashionably. And Blake was like, hey, John, like, take care of yourself. And John was like, hey, no problem, man, no problem. So like Blake, he is trying to work through everything still. John and Sarah, they got in the car, and like John was just kind of like, oh, this drive's gonna take forever. And Sarah was like, we'll take longer breaks. And John was like, hey, listen, I got a plan. This ain't too crazy what I'm suggesting. I'm not suggesting anything crazy. But what if we hang around for a bit? What if we stick around Wellston for a bit and we get some details like on Arlo and everything? Like, what if we contact some people? And Sarah was like, that's a bad idea, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, who do we even talk to? And John was like, I got some people in mind. And the person he had in mind, the first person we saw, was none other than Elaine herself. And Serafina kidnapped Elaine. Sarah, you can't just kidnap people. So they kidnap Elaine. They bring her into an alleyway, and they're like, hey, Elaine, like, what's up? Been a while, huh? And Elaine was kind of like, you guys? Like, what the hell? So that's where we left off. That's where we left off. And I'm going to say this right now, guys. I'm going to say this right now, so you heard it from me first. I'm going to say it right now. Jane is appearing within the next 10 episodes. Between episode 366 and 376, Jane is going to appear at some point. So, just so you guys know, when I'm ultimately proven right, like I always am. But yeah, that's where we left off last week. And like I said last week, again, y'all know I'm not an Elaine fan. Like, y'all know that I do not like her at all in the slightest. But yo, if Elaine stands up for herself, if Elaine talks her shit and is like, yo, I'm calling the cops, leave me alone, I ain't dealing with none of this, won't be mad. Won't hold anything against her. Like I said, Uru has to handle Elaine's character very, very wisely right now. But that's where we left off. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Like I said, guys, throw some happy birthdays in the chat for John, because his birthday was yesterday, November 18th. And without further ado, let's jump in to this. So, she's thrown against the wall. Ugh! What the... Hey, Elaine. Long time no see. You too? Unordinary, episode 366. So here we go. We got buildings. You two? Did you just pull me off the street? You're not beating the terrorist allegations. Elaine! Talk yo shit. Talk yo shit. It's really weird. I will say, it's really weird if she actually, like, buys into that, like, they were doing all of this stuff. But I guess it would make sense because of her own choice, because of her own choices and her own, like, desire to, like, never let them tell her anything. She doesn't really know everything that they've been up to. And John is being chill. Like, John's, shh, will you keep it down? What are you two still doing here? Don't you know they're looking for you? We got some questions for you. More questions? No! I've had enough! Elaine? Talk yo shit, girl. Talk yo shit. Like I said, I ain't mad at her. She's standing up for herself. She's like, no, I told you guys countless times, leave me out of this. Like, I don't want none of this. Go away. So let's see what happened. Let's see what happened to Elaine. After you guys left, the Bureau and Madame Sylvia bombarded me with questions. Yes, I was roommates with Serafina, but she was never that open with me. She, John, and the trio were all acquainted because of... And we were all acquainted because of our ranks. Elaine? Calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down, Elaine. Calm the fuck down. You were acquainted because you were the school healer, not because of your rank. Calm down, baby girl. Calm down. Calm down. Relax. But we weren't close to the point that they clued me in on what they were doing. That's technically a lie. But it doesn't look like Nadia's ability is active right now. Also, Sylvia looks a lot different now, and so does Nadia. Like, in terms of their face. Still, I felt it was my responsibility as a healer to help them. I did notice them sneaking around and keeping secrets. Again, that's maybe that's not technically a lie, but like that's like you didn't notice them sneaking. Well, okay, no, sometimes you did, and you chose not to involve yourself with them. Okay, to think they were terrorists and substance dealers all this time, I guess it all makes sense now. I don't want anything to do with you guys. So if you'll excuse me, I've got friends to meet up with. Elaine? Like I said, Elaine, I'm not your fan. I've never liked you as a person or as a character, but I'm not mad at you right now. I'm honestly not. Like, you believing that they're domestic terrorists, that's kind of stupid, but like you're just ignorant to the situation, and like you've like you yourself have told them like I don't want any knowledge of what you guys are doing. Like, yo, that's cool. That's cool. No worries. I'm not like whatever. But like you're standing up for yourself, and you're and like I said, she's like, yo, I'm hanging out with Oriel and Melody at Woba Boba. Leave me alone. Like, go away. I don't want none of this. I'm not mad at it, Elaine. I'm not mad at it. That's character consistency. I like that a lot. I've got friends to meet. And John is like on her phone, like, not anymore. John, that's not cool. That is not okay. Serafina, stand up for Elaine right now, because John, that actually wasn't cool, dude. That was not cool. Hey! Give that back! And John is just like... And Sarah is even like staring down John like, I'll give it back after. No, just Solo, this is 100% nonsense, John. And Serafina like grabs Elaine's shoulder. Elaine, I promise you won't have to see us ever again. We just want to know how Arlo's doing. And she's like, why do you care anyway? You nearly took his life. Also, you could run... What? What? What did she hear? We nearly what? John, Remy, Blyke, and Ison? You all jumped him. ... Arlo was just doing his job. Did Farah hypnotize Elaine too? Because like... Again, she's never really like kind of delved like again, she's always like gone out of her way to like avoid them. But like I don't think Elaine would actually believe that. Like I don't think Elaine would actually think that. Like Elaine like despite like her like obstinance to like not be involved like with their shenanigans, I don't think Elaine would ever believe that like they would jump Arlo or attack Arlo, especially like nowadays, like with all the safe house stuff, which she was involved with. She wasn't in charge or anything, but like she was there. Like Elaine knows about Rowden Hill. She has to know about Rowden Hill. So I'm very curious if Elaine has been brainwashed by Farah as well. All he did was try to protect everyone and lead them out of the building. Well, you guys tore up the entire school. John's getting mad. I'm not mad about that. Weren't you his friends? You didn't have to hurt him that bad. What the hell are you talking about? He's always been one of us. He saved my life. That's a weird line. He's not always been one of you guys. John, you've not always been one of us. And Elaine's just like, ... What's going on? Our stories don't line up. Have you been hanging out with Arlo? Is that what he told you? I haven't seen him. He's not at Wellston anymore. The school's reputation was dragged through the mud. he and a bunch of other students transferred out. Did Cecile transfer out? And if there were transfer outs, I'm sure there's been transfer. Did Holden transfer out? Zeke definitely wouldn't have transferred out. Zeke definitely would not have transferred out. And John and Sarah are just kind of like, huh? John, are you saying Miss Nadia lied? Who the fuck is Miss Nadia? Who the fuck is Miss Nadia? What do you mean he saved your life? The Bureau came to arrest us. Remy, Blake, Ison, and myself. Arlo could have stood back and done nothing. And he's remembering the fight. It's weird that he's remembering this because he's remembering when they got tag teamed by the Bureau and Farah, like because of Sylvia. But he stuck his neck out to help us and took the fall. He and Black were taken in. What happened to him? Is he okay? That's what we're trying to figure out. But we can't get anywhere close to the Bureau for obvious reasons. ... Arlo. Well, looks like there isn't much else we can get here. Guess we're off. It was good to see you again, Elaine. Here. I didn't actually cancel your plans, by the way. Ah! And he just throws her phone and she catches it. If you're gonna report us, give us a few minutes first. And she just ... Okay. Okay. All right. Elaine's definitely not in the story, but Elaine's definitely... A seed has definitely been planted within Elaine's mind right now. And so, you know what? This was a pretty decent start to Elaine joining the main cast. I still say she should not join the main cast because, like, this was one fine conversation she's had with them where, like, they actually talked to her. But also, if Elaine does join them, she's going to die. She will be killed. But interesting, a lot of students transferred out of Wellston. Interesting. So we got a car. So not even Elaine has seen Arlo. He's not in any trouble and he's been pulled out of school. What the fuck are the authorities planning to do with him? They're isolating him. Just like how they tried to turn Blake against us. They may have already succeeded with Arlo. Keon may have. It wasn't Keon. Keon's method is too aggressive and unpredictable. The Bureau only sends him after people they don't mind losing. Sarah's like, If they were so sure about winning Arlo over, that even his crimes against the government were erased, then they have someone else up their sleeve. Someone more precise than Keon. Next time we see Arlo, we'll have to be careful. Episode's gonna end here. Not yet. Okay. Hey, we're back at Wellston. We're not done with Elaine yet. And so Elaine is just in her PJs on her phone. Arlo. Oh my God. Her name for him is King. She's like, no, I already decided I'm not getting involved with them. Okay. And she's struggling to make that, and she's struggling right now. That's good. That's good, Uru. That's good. It's dangerous and it's none of my business. But terrorism and substance distribution? I'm not sure I buy it. Why is the Bureau really after them? If she's really gonna put everything together right now, because of these like moments she's had with them, that's gonna be kind of weird in my opinion. It's gonna be kind of weird in my opinion. So she's remembering going to heal Remy after Valerie, after they fought Vulcan. The moment we sense anything is off, we get the hell out of there and report it immediately. I can roll with that. Wait, and she's remembering Arlo and Sarah going to meet up with Spectre, or meet up with Layla. What are you two thinking? Can you leave us for a minute? We need to talk to Serafina. Their plan at Rowden Hill. Those three are never up to any good. Okay. Yeah, no. Elaine has some idea about Rowden Hill. Like, even in this episode. So the fact that she would believe that they all attacked Arlo, that kind of doesn't make sense, in my opinion. So, yeah. Memory healing up Ison. The Bureau came to arrest us. Arlo could have stood back and done nothing, but he stuck his neck out to help us and took the fall. Arlo, what happened to you? She sits up. Just one call. Beep. Okay. Unordinary episode 366. Dang. These episodes are 100% starting to feel a lot shorter. And it's fine. It's totally fine. We're going to explain why the episodes were going to be shorter from now on. Like, I'm not going to like hate on that. But dang, I am starting to feel that these episodes are a lot shorter. Okay. So it seems like the next episode will also be dealing with Elaine as well. So interesting. I'm curious to see how Arlo is going to react to Elaine calling him. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Uru, listen to me now, Uru. You don't have to listen to me. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. Arlo should not be overly friendly with Elaine. Arlo should be exactly how he was back in the first part of season 1 with Elaine. 'Cause again, Arlo has never expressed romantic interest in Elaine. Arlo has never expressed interest in general in Elaine. Elaine was one of his lackeys, like Ventus and Melee in the past. Like, Arlo would literally just talk very cordially to her and like give her orders, basically. So if he gets on this like, oh, it's really good to see you, like, la, 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 oh, you look very nice. No. Do not do that. Like, do not make Arlo like flirty with Elaine, because he was never like that, like, at all. So yeah. So we'll probably, and you know what? It might be, what might be interesting? Is if Arlo okay, I could see Arlo, like, again, even though like in the past he has always just ghosted her, like even like for just like hanging out or stuff, or even just like giving him juice, like he's ghosted her in the past. But if he like agrees to like meet up for coffee to like catch up or something, I'd be okay with that. But what would actually be really interesting, what would actually be very like intriguing to like see, like, which also might get like the wheels turning for Elaine, is if Arlo does agree to meet up with coffee, but Valerie or someone else steps in and is like, no, don't go there. Like, don't, like you left Wellston behind. Like, you left Wellston behind. Focus on your job. Like, if that happens, cool. And like, that would be very interesting. And like, Elaine could like see that Arlo stood her up and was just kind of like, what is going on? Or alternatively, what could also happen is that Elaine, like he'll meet up with Elaine, and Valerie will take notice. Again, I still think that Elaine might be related to the healer girl on Valerie's squad. If Valerie is like, oh, Arlo, like you should go out with her. Like I said last time, if Uru really wanted to just say fuck you to Elaine and like make the fandom hate her, like have Arlo start to take interest in Elaine, and she likes that she's finally getting attention, and it's just like maybe brainwashed Arlo's not all that bad. Like maybe that's fine. Like maybe I can be okay with this. Maybe I can be on board with the Bureau. But yeah, overall, decent episode. This was definitely like an exposition, like a exposition, like setup episode for like what's to come next and stuff. It seems like John and Sarah are like heading back to like wherever, like back to like Spectre to report back and stuff now. But yeah, definitely seems like we're going to like kind of focus on Elaine and Arlo in the next episode. Uru, you absolutely should not skip that. Like, I can guess why you skipped the Blyke, Remy, and Ison conversation. I really wish you didn't, but I can get why. But do not skip like Arlo and Elaine phone call if Arlo even answers. Actually, you know what? He probably won't answer. Okay. Uru typically nowadays, Uru doesn't set something up without... Uru doesn't do things for, like, no reason to, like, not set things up. So, like, I could also see where, like, Arlo doesn't answer the phone call because, again, Arlo doesn't care about Elaine. He's, like, never really paid much attention to her. But, like, him not answering could put Elaine back to, like, what's going on? Like, maybe I should try to check up again. Maybe I should send a text, like, blah, 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 blah. I definitely think it's more likely that he will call and be like, hey, like, what's up? Like, what do you need? Like, what? But yeah. So yeah. We're definitely gonna be focusing on Elaine for a bit. I'm actually curious, is this next arc Elaine's arc? That'd be interesting, actually. Kind of see like what Uru's gonna do with this character. I'm gonna let it slip that he went on. Yeah. I definitely think so. Keyshawn. I definitely think so. Okay, hold up. Elaine lets that slip. Arlo was like, whoa, what are you talking about? Like, what? Wait, what? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Arlo lets that slip. Arlo starts thinking. Arlo talks to Cass. Arlo talks to Cass, and Cass is like, okay, like, clear, like, okay. Like, I see what's happening, Arlo. Cass gets to Keen. Cass gets Keen involved. And Cass is like, Keen, I need your help. Like, do this for Arlo. So I think that's how Keon becomes a factor in saving. Because, like, let's be real. It's not 100% impossible that, like, the main cast would, like, get a hold of Keen and have him fix Arlo's memory. That's not 100% impossible, but that is very, very, very unlikely. What is possible, though, is for Cass to work over and talk things out with Keon, to have him and her to have him be the one, and for her to be the one to convince him, hey, do this for Arlo, restore Arlo's memory. But what's very interesting about that, though, is that John specifically said that John implied Keon's not the most precise. Wait a minute. This got me thinking now. Guys. Let's go back to Jude. Jude had a copy of Unordinary. That was... Okay, Again, that was not at William's apartment. Yes, Keon got the memory of William getting of going to William's apartment and killing him, but that copy of Unordinary was not at William's apartment. And Keon's ability is memory recall. We've never seen Keon implant memories into other people. It's memory recall. That is what his ability is called. What if Jude was a powerful, high-ranking god tier in society who read Unordinary, who believed in its message, and the Bureau got a hold of him, and they had Farah erase and tamper with his memories because they needed someone powerful like him to do dirty work for them. And that's why Keon was able to get that memory of Unordinary in Jude. Because that's a memory that was tampered with before, but Keon was able to recall it for Jude. Little tinfoil hat there. That was a big stretch. That was a big stretch on my part. Like 100%. Like, Jude might just be some asshole who read like Unordinary but doesn't want the Bureau to find out, but he's like loyal to the Bureau. Like I said, Jude had that book for a reason. What that reason is, we've yet to see. But like, Jude had Unordinary for a reason. But yeah. Keyshawn, why would Cassandra talk to Farah about that? She needs to get Arlo's memories back. His memories need to be recalled, not erased, not hypnotized. But yeah, if Keon's not the most precise, I imagine that like him getting Arlo's memories back won't be easy. So he'll probably be able to help Arlo get like snippets back to where Arlo can like start to piece things together a little bit and be like, oh my god, like the Bureau fucked me. The Bureau killed Ray. Like, oh my god, like, wait, no. I was on their side. Oh my god, holy shit. Then Arlo might reach out to everyone and be like, hey, like, guys, I need your help. Like, please help me put things back together. So yeah. Overall, like, decent episode. Has nothing to do with the fact that Elaine was in it. It's just, this episode was pretty good. Like, this is definitely like an exposition, like, setup episode. Like I said though, Sylvia and Nadia looked kind of weird in this episode, like face structure wise. One thing that was pretty consistent, which like I kind of liked, is that Nadia's hair looks a little bit longer, and like her hair's been kind of growing out over the course of the series, which I think is a really, really nice touch. Be right back. Keyshawn, I'm sorry, I still don't really get like what you're saying. Like, Arlo would like go to Farah and be like, hey, I'm thinking things, like get rid of it again. let's go ahead. Oh, wait. Nope. Whoops. Ooh, that's a good question, Solo. So, let's pull up. Oh, I actually have it. I actually have it pulled up like already. It's crazy. It's crazy. So like based on this right here, like how it's framed, I think I think Farah does have the ability to like view the memories. I don't think she has the ability to like I don't think she has the ability to like make Arlo see the memories herself. Okay. So like I think the way it works with Farah is that she herself can like access a person's memory kind of like a picture book. And like she can like decide like what pages to like tear out or like tamper with or like, like mess with, like take out of the page and take out and everything. So do I think she resets his memory every day? I don't think so, because didn't Valerie say like they'd meet once a week? I think I think more so what they're trying to do is just to like make sure that like Arlo's on the straight and narrow basically. But yeah, based on this, I think Farah can view the memories. I don't think she has the ability to make Arlo like relive them or make them play specifically for Arlo. I think for her it's kind of like a picture book, and like where like she can like flip through pages or like pictures basically, and she can like decide like what to remove and like what to take out, like what doesn't need to stay basically. But oh man, I just remembered how much shorter the episodes are now, and I'm sad. No, I feel the shortness of these episodes. No. It's okay though. Uru's worked really hard. Shorter episodes are fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay. Let's go ahead and start up our reread. So here we go. Oh, I accidentally went back an episode. So, Elaine, shoved against a wall. What the? Hey, Elaine. Long time no see. You, you two. Unordinary episode 366. You two? Did you just pull me off the street? You're not beating the terrorist allegations. Will you keep it down? And Sarah's like, what are you two still doing here? Don't you know they're looking for you? We got some questions for you. More questions? No, I've had enough. After you guys left, the Bureau and Madame Sylvia bombarded me with questions. Yes, I was roommates with Serafina, but she was never that open with me. She, John, and the trio were all acquainted because we were all acquainted because of our ranks. It's weird. Wait. Why is she including John in that? The more I think about it, the weirder this sentence is. The more I think about it, the weirder this sentence is because like you weren't acquainted with John because of his rank. You were acquainted with John because he was Sarah's friend. And like again, like you talking about your rank, Elaine, like no, your status would have been better. Status would have been a better word for this, because Elaine's status is the school healer. She is part of the Royals as a healer, but like her rank, bro, Elaine might not even be top 15 in the school. That's weird. That's a weird sentence. I don't like that sentence. Because of our ranks, but we weren't close to the point that they Welcome, Jack. Welcome. Keyshawn, I know that John is a high tier. I'm saying, like, it doesn't really make sense for her to say that they were acquainted because of their rank. She was acquainted with John. She was acquainted with John because, like, John was Seraphina's friend. But again, like, I also don't like that she's saying, like, our ranks, because you're not that high up, Elaine. You're not that high up. Relax. But we weren't close to the point where they clued me in on what they were doing. And again, that's also a very strange thing to say, because it's not that they didn't clue you in on things, it's that you chose to not be included on things. You chose to avoid anything they were talking about. There were a few times where like when she was healing up Remy, where they were like, hey, like, we can't tell you anything, but like, please just heal her up, like, make sure she's okay. But like, more often than not, Elaine was like, I'm out, homie, I don't want no part of this. Well, I guess Rowden Hill, when Arlo kind of like barged out with Remy, and Arlo barged out with Remy and basically just told Elaine, you're in charge. Okay, so Jack, Elaine is an elite tier, but she's nowhere near like everyone else in terms of rank. I'm saying it's weird that she's saying like that she's like comparing their ranks, because she's nowhere near close to any of them in terms. Well, she was close to Ison when he was at school. It would have been better, in my opinion, if she said status instead of rank. But yeah, Elaine is a mid tier, I think 3.7, 3.6. Oh my god, no, she's a 3.5. She's barely an elite tier, yet she talks so highly of herself. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Elaine, I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. It makes sense. It makes sense. Like, those lower elite tiers, they always talk so much shit. Elaine, Abel, Ventus and Melee, they always talk so much shit, even though they're just barely scraping the top of society. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you, Solo. I'm gonna keep it with you 100%. If Uru did that, that would be the biggest ass pull I have ever seen in anything. Like, that would be such an ass pull. Uru, do not do that. And I, you know what, so I'll say this. To be able to do No. I'm going to say this. If government healing, top of society healing, if government healing cannot fix an eye, if you can't do that, you need to be, you can't do that with specialized healing abilities. You need to be top of the line, like level 10. Level 10. You need to be a god tier healer, at least. you need to be at least a level. I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass. I'll admit that. To be able to heal memories without a special like a specialty like skill ability like Keon has with memory recall, to be able to heal memories, you better be a level 8 healer at least. At least. If Elaine, if Uru makes Elaine if she gives her like healing, the ability to like heal memories, when like again, government approved healing cannot heal an eye. No, that is gonna be like, I'm sorry, that would be such an ass pull. That would be such an ass pull. And again, it would be very unnecessary because we already have Keon. Like, what would be the point in like giving Elaine like such a stupid pull of like a like power up when you already have someone who theoretically, we still don't really know 100% the ins and outs of Keon's ability, but like theoretically, you have someone who should be able to do that much better than Elaine. Much better than Elaine. And I'll say this. If Elaine joins up with the main party, she probably gonna. Solo, it doesn't matter, dude. That like Solo. I really like. I'm not trying to be mean, dude. I swear, I'm not trying to be mean. I don't want to be mean. Please don't take this the wrong way. That's a really dumb idea. Like you would just use memory recall for that. A healer shouldn't be able to like restore memories. I get like how that could kind of be healing, but like that'd be like crazy insane. That would be like a crazy insane thing to do. And like, again, like I would expect a healer to be able to do that of a very, very high caliber, like far, far, far beyond healers we've met in the story, especially including John. Like, there's no point in like doing something like that when we already have Keon, and like it seems like Uru is setting up Keon to become kind of more of an ally than like an enemy. Again, like I said before, I don't think Keon is gonna 100% like join up with the group. Like, I don't think Keon's gonna become main party and like, you know, a good person, or like, you know, try to help out John and all that. I think he's definitely gonna become an ally of Cassandra and Arlo, though. He might die though. Like, he might get killed off. After Cassandra gets killed off though. But yeah, like that would be crazy unnecessary, dude. Exactly, Jack. Do I think if Elaine joins up with the main party, can she get a level up? Yes, of course. She'll be in the fray more. She would theoretically get more experience than she has now. Exactly, Keyshawn. And like, I could see a healer being capable of that if their type of healing was mental, emotional based, like, you know, healing, stuff like that. But like, Elaine could get a level up. Should Elaine, of all people, have the biggest ability jump out of everyone in the main cast? Because like, okay, Blake and Ison, their jumps have been from their biggest jumps have been like half of a level, because Ison was a 4.4, became a 4.8, then he had a 4. Then he jumped to 5.3. So he had a 0.4 level increase from one level up, and then last time we saw him, he had a 0.5 level, so half a level. Like, also, boom, half a level, and then from 4.5 to 5, half of a level, and then after the Wilston War, 0.1 increase. So yeah, so Elaine going from a level like 3.5, a whole level and a half to high tier, no, that shouldn't happen to her. Like Elaine should not be the person to get the biggest level jump in Unordinary. Do I think that like if she joins up with the main party and gets like some increases, some level increases, yes, absolutely, like that would make sense. But I still stand by it that if Elaine does join up with the main party and like does start like going up against society, she's going to fucking die. Like, she's going to be killed. I just thought of another ass pull that Uru could do, which would probably be a worse ass pull than like Elaine healing memories for Arlo. If when she's going up against the Bureau and all that jazz, she does get killed, but then revives herself because reasons. Uru, please don't make Elaine like reviving the dead. Don't do that. Don't do that. Exactly, Jack. Keyshawn, I don't know about healing people from far away, because I think if Elaine was gonna get like ranged healing, we would have seen that by now, because the strongest healer we've seen in Unordinary is that whose level we have confirmed is Miles. He had Healing Link. And he was able to heal people a couple feet away from him. But like I think if Elaine had ranged healing, we would have seen that by now. Now, again, Elaine's sister, the lady on Valerie's payroll on her team, she had like, again, I'm going to assume that she's like top tier, top society healer because she works for the Bureau and she works with Valerie's team specifically. I am going to assume that she's a lot higher level for Elaine, and like she still had to get like up close and personal with Arlo and Cass in order to make that heal. So yeah, I think Elaine would have gotten range by now, if she was going to get like more range for her like healing prowess and stuff like that. But yeah, Miles was only a 3.8, so he was like a little bit stronger than Elaine. So I definitely think like, he like Elaine would have gotten more range by now if she were gonna have like something like that. Could Elaine have like an ability awakening or like, kind of like some sort of expansion to her healing? Yeah, like that wouldn't be out of the question. Would it? Well, I don't think that would work solo. I don't think that would work because like that wouldn't really like that could probably work, but like it would get like negated immediately after because we saw that Arlo's barrier was able to like, block out like Valerie's sensory deprivation. So like I could see like Elaine being like, "Oh, John, you're blind. Let me give you back your vision." Cool, Elaine, like you healed like you gave John his ability to see again for the time being. Valerie can just reactivate it and John will be blinded again, theoretically, and Elaine would have used up aura for nothing because it would be negated. Like that'd be kind of weird. From what? Well, no. Like I was gonna say, maybe she can heal multiple targets at once. We've already seen that when she was healing Ventus and Melee. AoE, see, okay, AoE healing, Jack. That's good. I would be cool with that. I would be cool, like a little circle like around her that like she can like heal people up with. Not too big though, not too big. If John's aura sensing is not like if John's passive for aura sensing is not that big, Elaine's healing circle for her active ability should be not that big. Well, yeah, so like of course they were bunched up. Like she would have to like still like they would still have to be close in order to get healed up. I hope. It doesn't look like there is. Okay, actually cool. There is. Okay. So like here's how I think like Elaine's like healing like could like here's what I think. So this is from Kingdom Hearts 358 days. So like I could see where like I from what I remember this was supposed to like last a lot longer in game, but I could see something like Elaine like having like this little small like area around her that like heals people within. Granted, this should take up a lot of aura too, so she would definitely want to use it sparingly. Like, bro, if John was struggling to heal up everyone, this would be like Elaine should be out after this. Like we already know that like yes, Elaine is one of the strongest healers we've seen in the story because we've seen so limited of healers. Healing ability users, because the strongest healer we've seen is actually Doc, who doesn't even have a healing ability. He's just that guy. But like Elaine, like that would like Elaine obviously uses up a lot of energy already when she's healing like one person, like Remy after her fights, or like Ison, like that was also like pretty strenuous for her. So like that, like it's a healing circle like that should take a lot out of her. Jack, I'm willing to say yes. I'm willing to say yes. She needs to be knocked out after. She needs to be knocked out after using that though. If Caden gets like has to like is knocked out for a bit, teleporting a few people, like two people around, like teleporting like two people including himself around, Elaine should be knocked out if she makes like a healing circle the size of Arlo's barrier. Oh shit, remember when we were rereading this episode? Okay, so yeah. But we weren't close to the point where they clued me in on what they were doing. Still, I felt it was my responsibility as a healer to help them. I did notice them sneaking around and keeping secrets. To think they were terrorists and substance dealers all this time, I guess it all makes sense now. Because we do know next to nothing about like who Elaine really is as a person, because of like how limited screen time she has and like what we do know about her character, we can't really say that like Elaine like wouldn't buy into this, but it does feel kind of weird, and it does kind of feel like a cop out, or like kind of like a bit lazy in my opinion. Like again, especially because like what we see like in this episode where like she knows about like Rowden Hill. Like she should know that like they wouldn't turn on Arlo like that. So it's kind of weird. Again, I'm not mad at this. Like Elaine still stood her ground and was still like, "Hey, leave me alone. I'm going to go hang out with my friends. I'm going to go hang out with my friends." Like, I like that. It's just like this little flashback with her and Madame Sylvia, the things that are said in this part do kind of make me go like, okay, I guess. Yeah, true, Jack, true. I don't want anything to do with you guys. So if you'll excuse me, I've got friends to meet up with. And again, I don't like this part. That was not cool, John. Like, that was not okay. So John just on her phone. "Not anymore. You just canceled." "Hey, give that back." And he's like, and Sarah's kind of like, "Dude." He's just like, "I'll give it back after." "Elaine, I promise you won't have to see us ever again. We just want to know how Arlo's doing." "Why do you care? You nearly took his life. Also, you could run." This sentence is also weird. Because she's saying that to Serafina. Yeah, she's saying that to Serafina, and and the reason, yeah, you could easily say like she's basically talking to both of them, but she's either saying it to Serafina, which it does look like she's facing Serafina directly because she looks directly at Serafina in the first panel. But you could argue that like she's also saying it to John, but at the same time, if you look at it from that angle, Serafina wasn't at the Wellston War. So like if she's saying that "you nearly took his life" to Serafina, like yeah, I could see that angle because like Serafina like did like attack innocent civilians when she was meeting up with Valerie and Arlo, but she doesn't bring that up. She talks specifically about the Wellston War. And again, she could be saying it to John, but the way this scene is drawn, it's heavily implying that she's talking to Serafina directly. Still a little bit weird. There are weird things that could have been handled better in this episode. It's not bad. It is just a little bit weird. Like I said, Elaine talking her shit. Elaine is still saying like, "Yo, leave me alone. I'm going to go hang out with my friends. I'm going to go hang out with the people who actually trust and respect me." But like there are some moments where it's just like what? So okay. "John, Remy, Blake, and Ison, you all jumped him. ... Arlo was doing his job." And I will say this. Elaine's still kind of being her bitchy self. Like Elaine's always kind of been like a bitch. Like Elaine's always kind of like, especially early on in the series, Elaine has always been a bitch. So her just kind of like looking at John and being like, "I don't like you, motherfucker." Again, I don't like Elaine, but it's character consistency, and I'm okay with that. That's cool. "Arlo was just doing his job. All he did was try to protect everyone and lead them out of the building. Well, you guys tore up the entire school." Did we see Elaine at all during the Wellston War? I don't think we did. Oh, wait. I think... No, I don't think we saw her at all. I don't see her. I don't see her, Keyshawn. Unless I scroll too fast. So let's see. Students, report to the building. So we got Evie, Roland, and Dylan. The trio. We got John and Arlo. Sylvia. This soon. Just a bunch of grayed outs. Cops show up. Yeah, bro, she's not here. So, yeah, she's not here. Like I said, bro, like Remy is the only person who could be considered her friend, but like we really don't. Like it's real that even that's a bit of a stretch. You two are such bad liars. Okay, we'll give it one more episode. Who are these students? Who are these students? They were able to withstand hypnosis. Then John. Okay, yeah, no, she didn't appear in the Wellston Ward at all. Okay. So yeah, let's get back to this. Well, you guys tore up the entire school. Weren't you his friends? You didn't have to hurt him so bad. What the hell are you talking about? He's always been one of us. That's also a lie. That is also a lie. He is not always been one of us, John. You have not always been one of us. He saved my life. What's going on? Our stories don't line up. Have you been hanging out with Arlo? Is that what he told you? I haven't seen him. He's not at Wellston anymore. Huh? The school's reputation was dragged through the mud. He and a bunch of other students transferred out. I'm very curious to see who transferred out of Wellston also. I would expect Cecile maybe. Zeke definitely not transferring out of Wellston. I'm still saying this. Zeke should not be king. Sylvia is someone who is all about like prestige and levels and like all of that. Zeke should not be king. If students transferred out, some students should have transferred back in, or Sylvia should have made some calls like, hey, I need some top of the line students, so send them my way. Send them my way. He and a bunch of other students transferred out. John, are you saying Miss Nadia lied? Who the fuck is Miss Nadia? What do you mean he saved your life? It's funny that like John is like, who the fuck is she? When like she has interviewed John. No. Yeah, I know, Jack, that they're probably like random elite tiers, but like it's really interesting that like because Uru colored them in too, which makes it even more interesting. Nadia is like the lie detector lady who like interviewed Sarah like twice, interviewed John, stuff like that. And she works with and she was with Keon earlier this season too, I think. What do you mean he saved your life? What's also really interesting though is that Nadia didn't it does not look like at all that like Nadia's ability was like active during the interview. It doesn't look like her ability is like active at all during the interview. So like, I don't know. It's weird. The Bureau came to arrest us. Remy, Blake, Ison, and myself. Arlo could have stood back and done nothing. But he stuck his neck out for us and took the fall. He and Blake were taken in. What happened to him? Is he okay? That's what we're trying to figure out. But we can't get anywhere close to the Bureau for obvious reasons. ... Arlo? Well, looks like there isn't much else we can get here. Guess we're off. It was good to see you again, Elaine. Here, I didn't actually cancel your plans, by the way. Ah! If you're gonna report us, give us a few minutes first. ... I will say it is a little weird that like Elaine didn't turn them in, but like good on her for not doing that. I guess without Arlo being around to tell her what to do. Yeah. So yeah. It's weird though that like they're just like heading back. Like they could have talked to Holden. Like Sarah has like random numbers for like students we've never even like cared about. She's got to have Holden's number too. Maybe like, yeah, I guess Keyshawn. So not even Elaine has seen Arlo. Okay, but also again, it's weird that like John is saying these things because John was there John was there when like Elaine basically told him like, guys, leave me alone. Like I don't want any part of this anymore. Like y'all don't treat me like a friend. I'm not there for that. And like John even specifically says she was talking to you two. I don't like her to begin with, and she don't like me to begin with. It's weird that like John is saying these things. This is kind of like strange. He's not in any trouble, and he's been pulled out of school. What the fuck are the authorities planning to do with him? They're isolating him. Just like how they try to turn Blake against us. They may have already succeeded with Arlo. Keon may have. It wasn't Keon. Keon's method is too aggressive and unpredictable. The Bureau only sends him after people they don't mind losing. And Sarah's like, If they were sure about winning Arlo over, that even his crimes against the government were erased, then they have someone else up their sleeve. Someone more precise than Keon. Someone with nothing to lose. Someone with everything to lose, but ways to circumvent that. Okay, cool. Like, I just want some Holden. I just want some Holden. Like, Holden is the one person in the series who could be considered Arlo's friend. Like, I just want some of him. Like, do something with him, Uru, please. Please. Yeah. I got it. I got it, guys. I got it. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like I just want a crumb. I just want a crumb of Holden. I just want his ability. I want to know more about the one person who Arlo hangs out with. So, they drive off. Sigh. The next time we see Arlo, we'll have to be careful. And they drive off into the sunset. Lost in girls' dormitories. Elaine is in her PJs on her phone. Arlo. I can't lie. I can't lie. Like, I can't be mad at Elaine for, like, keeping her contact info and, like, keeping the nickname that she still has for him. Because I've been there. I've been a dumb high schooler still thinking that there's a chance. I've been a dumb adult thinking that there's still a chance. It's fine. So she's just looking at his contact info, just kind of like, no. I already decided I'm not getting involved with them. It's dangerous and it's none of my business. But terrorism and substance distribution, I'm not sure I buy it. Why did she say it before then? Why is the Bureau really after them? She's remembering seeing Remy after Vulcan, Arlo and Sarah going to meet up with Spectre, the three, Arlo, John, and Sarah talking at Rowden, healing up Ison. The Bureau came to her, and remembering what John said, the Bureau came to arrest us. Arlo could have stood back and done nothing, but he stuck his neck out to help us and took the fall. And she's just kind of like, Arlo, what happened to you? She sits up. Wait, she has plants, like, on her bed frame? It's kind of weird. Those plants were not there, like, 2 seconds ago. What is this? What is this, Uru? What are you playing at? She sits up. Just one call. And she calls Arlo. Beep. Unordinary episode 366. End. We might see a little bit of Wellston with, like, through Elaine's perspective now. We might. Though I think it's more likely that, like, since it seems like she's probably gonna, like, try to meet up with Arlo, we'll probably see like them, like, outside of school. Like, I don't think Arlo's going back to Wellston anytime soon. But yeah. Interesting episode. This was a decent episode. Like, this was like a it feels a lot shorter too, which, again, it's fine, Uru. Like, not mad about it. It's just I am starting to feel it. Yeah, exactly, Jack. A seed of doubt has been placed in Elaine. Again, there are a few weird moments. There are a few weird dialogues in this episode. But, like, it's fine. It's a decent episode still, nonetheless. Again, I don't like Elaine. I will never be an Elaine fan. But claps to her for standing her ground. She stuck to her guns, and she's struggling a little bit because, like, now that she's got, like, told the truth, which she doesn't 100% buy, but she also doesn't believe that the lies the government are peddling. She still stuck to her guns, and she was like, yo, y'all are not my friends. I'm going to hang out with my friends right now. Leave me alone. Go away. I don't know, Arlo. Who is that? So, Elaine, good on you. Your stock has risen a little bit. John, your stock goes down a little bit because, like, that was, like, again, I don't like her. But, like, you taking her phone like that and, like, pretending to, like, text her friends on her behalf, that's not cool. Like, that wasn't okay, dude. That was actually a dick move. I criticize John more for taking a person's phone and sending fake text messages more than I do for him assaulting half of the school. It's okay, though. John never did anything wrong. But yeah. No, it's great. It's great. Yeah, no, definitely Keyshawn, definitely. Like, I really like. It'd be kind of a waste, honestly. It'd be kind of like, well, no, it would. It wouldn't be a waste. It would be like adding more to the plot, though, which is like kind of the point. But like, I think it'd also be kind of unnecessary. For like, I still cannot possibly wrap my head. True, Keyshawn, true. But like, okay, Elaine Elaine didn't bully John. Elaine was not a John bully. She was just a bitch. Elaine was just a bitch. Elaine was not going to John's dorm to like beat him up every day. Elaine was not like, picking on him or like kidnapping Serafina, like, to like brutalize them, like, or like send them in the infirmary. Elaine was just a bitch. She wasn't a bully. She wasn't. She was just like someone who was like barely at the top of like barely around the cusp of the top of society, and thought that that meant that she had the world. She wasn't a bully. She was just a bitch. But yeah, I honestly can't wrap my mind around Sylvia letting Zeke be the king of Wellston, because again, her whole thing, like her whole speech, was about restoring the honor, restoring the prestige, Wellston only being for the top of society. Like her whole thing was about restoring Wellston's glory. And again, going from a god tier kings to high tier kings. Welcome, Duan. Welcome. Going from god tier kings to high tier kings, like that, like just like kind of like all the way down to like an elite tier at 4.2. Like that would be pathetic. That would make like that wouldn't be restoring Wellston's prestige. That would just be more proof that Wellston has fallen off. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I can't I can't believe that like Sylvia would be cool with Zeke being the king. Jack maybe, but like Zeke not beating Rowden, or Zeke not beating fucking Zeke's not beating Brandon. No, Agwin. Zeke's not beating Agwin anytime soon. Granted, she'd probably still be okay with Cecile being queen. If Cecile hasn't transferred out herself, she'd probably be okay with that. Because Cecile was a high tier. Like, Cecile was, like, top of the top. Or starting to be. So, Keyshawn, like, that's also a fair point. That's also a fair point. But again, like her whole like she wasn't like her speech wasn't about working with the bureau or stuff like that. Her speech was about restoring prestige. Her speech was about Wellston getting back at the top. And like with Zeke, they won't be at the top. They won't. Yeah. I don't know. Decent episode. Deep or decent episode. Not mad about any of it at all. Like I said, it was decent. It was fine. Yeah, I think we're going to be focused on Elaine for the next few episodes. Maybe like an episode or two. We'll probably check back with Remy, Blake, and Ison in the next episode too, like after like Elaine like, you know, talks to like Arlo for a bit or something. But yeah. I think question of the day. Does Arlo answer the call or does Arlo ghost Elaine? I think because Uru is like, you know, clearly wanting to set something up, I do think that Arlo's going to like answer her call and they might like meet up or something. But history shows that Arlo should absolutely just ghost her call. Like I said, Uru, please do not make Arlo suddenly interested in Elaine. His memories were erased, not tampered with. He shouldn't suddenly start showing interest in her. Yeah, she might. She might, Jack. All right. Okay. So, that was it for Unordinary. Bro, I need to see my baby girl. I need to see Queen Evie. We need the queen back. We need our queen back, big dog. Queen Evie, rise up. Queen Evie, rise up. I need her to reach out to Sarah and be like, Sarah, I'm scared. Please come help me. Sarah, please come beat up Madam Sylvia. All right, so yeah. Now we are going to jump over to Jungle Juice now. So let's go ahead and get things started here. So last time on Jungle Juice, Suchan pulled up. I would love that so much, Jack. So yeah, last time Suchan definitely was like, you know, human again, because Huijin made him like Huijin made him take the stuff, and she was like, Suchan, I love you. I can't let Breeder get to you, and she was like feeding him and stuff. And so Ma came back, like he was like, oh, okay, so Huijin and Suchan are kind of back. So yeah, and then Ma was like, yeah, they were like planning stuff, like planning for Breeder and stuff. Practical entomology people were like, bro, why Suchan leave? Like, how come he gets the jungle juice? And Doa was like, bro, because he's being targeted by Breeder. Shut up. And Bomb was like, nah, he was ready to fight. That's bullshit. But yeah. And then the goat showed up and he was like, why aren't you all, like, why are you all here? Like, you guys got to get to the campus. Like, the announcement was made. And Cinderella was given to the people of Nest. They took it. They all started turning back into normal humans. But like I said, I think something is going to go horribly wrong. Maybe not with the Cinderella, but maybe Breeder will show up and be like, oh, you cured them? Let me put them back to how they were. Law of the jungle, baby. So, let's go ahead and jump into this. So, here we go. Beep. Hye Song Cha, second-year student in Department of Practical Entomology. Confirmed, Cinderella delivered. And Hye Song wanted this too. He wanted that. I really got Cinderella? Please consume it on the ground. Oh, because if they fly, they will fall straight to the floor. Am I dreaming? I did hear they took over the jungle juice plant. But to think they actually gave it to us so quickly. Yay song. Oh, that's the ant guy. Hold on a second. Are you actually going to drink it right now? Why not? Others are already at it. That's true, but what should I do? Would it really be alright? I have mixed feelings about consuming it for some reason. Seriously? I thought you wanted to become human again as soon as you could. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I just want to take it and go back home. Why is everyone being so indecisive? I understand them. They've lived as insect humans for so long. Having second thoughts about going back isn't surprising. Everyone's situation is different. While some of us detest our current look, others have gotten quite comfortable. What about you, Doa? I'm not taking that shit! We still have a score to settle with the pet shop bastards. I don't plan on returning to my old life until I break all their faces. Right? Hye-song, no. We'll get those predators back. Hye-song. Wait. Oh, I thought the episode ended for a second. My bad. My fault. Jungle juice. Hye-song. Don't leave Doa, bro. Bro, she's so sad. She's so... Wait. Huijin, this is what you were talking about? City of Yongying. They got Disneyland in South Korea? Y'all got Disneyland? Amusement park. Magic Land. Not the Magic Kingdom. Magic Land. We weren't allowed to go outside of Gangwon when Ness gave us a break back then. To tell you the truth, I've always wanted to come here since high school. When I was really little, my brother brought me here once. This is one of few places I really wanted to visit after becoming human again. But she's not human again, is she? I see. Shall we? Let's forget everything and just have fun. I'll be honest, I'm still not sure if this is like some like weird extended dream that like Stu-chan is having or something. So I spent the entire day. Bro, she's so precious. At the amusement park with Huijin. Not as scary as I thought. I agree. They both look cute. They both look a lot younger. It was really fun. I think I get why we keep bumping into each other. Huijin wanted to bring me here. She wanted a pleasant distraction for both of us. So we wouldn't have to constantly worry about complex stuff. I guess. And she got wet. Here. I guess Huijin's plan worked. It was fun. Ah! It's so high! Is it really that high? Bro, I can definitely take out my wings before I crash into... Wait. No. I can't... Oh! Fly anymore. This dragonfly's coming back. Stu-chan's definitely getting his powers back, but this dragonfly is important. Fly anymore. I'll die without these restraints. Not gonna lie. Ow! I'm a little scared now, too. That's right. I am. Ah! A normal human now. Phew. I was more scared by the person sitting next to me. She was louder than the White Witch. To be fair, we were really high up in the air. Yikes. I gotta get something to drink anyway, so I'll get some food as well. Okay. Gosh, we ate not too long ago. So embarrassing. Bing! A message from Propolis. Huijin, get your ass back here now. This is... Ah, he got them a coffee to share. And churros! Churros! Huh? To Propolis. There was an assault near the Nest Laboratories. All members except those in the Baltic are to head to the site immediately. Eugene. Shh. An urgent summon? What could have happened? No, that's not my problem anymore. I already made up my mind. She definitely does not have... I see. You'll become human with Suchan and be on the run. It's not the method I would use. But it could certainly make Breeder's plan go south. It is a reasonable plan. While I don't want to force Suchan to go back on a promise, I'm not sure if it's right as a professor to put my students in danger like that. It's a problem faculty and staff at Nest should take care of. But it feels like I'm burdening you with such a heavy task. Professor? Leave the rest to Nest and go. And take good care of Suchan. No, she still had... Okay, she still... Don't worry about us, Professor G. Because I will protect Suchan no matter what. Okay. Yeah, she still got him. She still got him. ... Huijian's taking a while. I wonder what others are doing right now. It's weird that they didn't put the others. It hasn't even been long since I left. But I kind of want to go back already. What am I saying? There's no way I'm going back to Nest. Breeder got me, Hui, and all of my old friends into this mess just to capture me. If I fail to protect the others yet again, this time my friends at Nest, they'll be dead with... Okay, Mihui, Doa will die. My presence will only put them in danger. I'd rather... Ta-da! Huh? My balloon! Fly. Don't lose it again. Wait. How did I just do that? Bro, shut up. Shut up. No way, bro. How did I just do that? It's not that simple with the Cinderella. I'm actually pissed at Huijin. She directly went against what Suchan wanted. Same with Professor G. Just because it's better for him doesn't mean you have to force it on someone else. Makes me so angry that she did that. He had specifically stated he wanted to stay an insect person, and she violated that. I wouldn't trust her anymore, to be honest. I don't know if I agree with that, Acknife. Like, I get it, but, like, it's not that I wouldn't trust her anymore. Strap in for fun fact with an entomologist. Huijin's got to flex them blind muscles to protect Suchan. Now, let's get one thing clear. Most stick bugs have wings. They look like they look like very cute, colorful, derpy fans on their backs, but they haven't always had wings. 300 million years ago, they lost their wings, then kept getting them back 50 million years later. Wings are a wildly complex trait, especially when your body is literally armor. I sure hope Suchan channels the wannabe vegetation and finds his wings. Bro, Suchan is so cool, though. Bro, Suchan is literally me. Literally me. But okay. This was a pretty nice episode. I really liked this. I wish we could have focused a lot more on Hye-song. Like, I really hope this could have been a Hye-song episode because, like, bro, Doa loves Hye-song so much. It's actually so adorable. I love Doa so much. She's so fucking cute. But no, Hye-song, like this has definitely been something that Hye-song has wanted for a long time too. Like, I think Hye-song's situation might actually honestly be like harder for Suchan because like Hye-song lost everything too, and like he still gets to see his parents sometimes, but like his mom is very much like, yo, hide those legs, you fucking weirdo. Are you normal yet? Are you normal again yet? So yeah, man, Hye-song, I hope you don't, bro, but I understand if you do. I hope you don't, but I understand if you do, man. But yeah. Question of the day, is Hye-song taking the jungle juice? Is he taking the jungle juice? Let me know what you guys thought about everything down below in the comments, as usual. So, with all that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, see you, Space Cowboy.